Hello everyone, welcome back once again in English video. And today in this video we are going to do a new chapter from your literature part, that is My Elder Brother. The name of the chapter is My Elder Brother, and this chapter has been taken from your unit 4. Alright children, we are doing only those chapters which are very important and which will come in your exams, which are going to come in your term 1 exams. Rest of the chapters which we are not doing, we will leave them. Alright, so we have left the chapters before this one, My Elder Brother. One poem is also left, and we are going to do My Elder Brother now. Alright, so this chapter, My Elder Brother, is from unit 4. And let me tell you something about this chapter first. This chapter is written by Munshi Premchand. As you can see here, it is written by Munshi Premchand. You all know he was a very famous writer of the older times. He has written many stories, and he used to write more about children and this kind of stories. Now, what is the story all about? This short play. Now this is not a story, this is a play. Play means you can act, or you can depict this picture through play also. Depict this story through play also in your school. Alright, it means you can act in this story. In this story you will be getting scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. In this way you will be getting this chapter, or you can say this story, which is a short play also. Sorry. Now this short play is about two brothers who are affectionate and respectful to each other. What is this story all about? This story is about two brothers who are very affectionate. Affectionate means they are very loving to each other, and also they respect each other. It doesn't mean that the small brother, it is duty of small brother, younger brother only, that he should respect his elder brother. Yes, but the elder brother also respects him. Respect does not mean that just you are saying good morning and good afternoon, or you are obeying them, but it also that to show your true love to your younger ones is also a means to show respect towards your youngers. So in this way, these two brothers, one brother elder and one younger brother, these two were very affectionate, they were very loving to each other, and also they respected each other. The story also shows that learning from our day-to-day experiences is as important as what we learn from books in the school. Now in this story you will also get to know that whatever we learn in our daily lives, whatever we experience in our day-to-day life, it is also very important. Those things are very important and they have equal importance what we learn from books in school. It is not like that if we are coming to school, if we are going to school, only the bookish knowledge or only the knowledge which we get from the books are only important, have only importance, but also those things which we learn in our daily life through our experiences, all right, are also very important in our lives. So we will see in this story that how we learn from our daily life and what we learn from our day-to-day life or day-to-day experiences. Okay, this play is based on the famous story in Hindi, Bade Bhai Sahab. Now the actual name of this play, or you can say story, is Bade Bhai Sahab. The actual name of the story is Bade Bhai Sahab, and this story is being written in Hindi. Munshi Premchand, who is the writer of this story, who is the writer of this short play, has written this story, has written this play in Hindi. Alright, in Hindi language, and the name of this play he has kept is Bade Bhai Sahab, which is translated for you for your English books. And here, after translation, this chapter name is changed to My Elder Brother. Okay, so let's start this chapter. We'll start from scene 1. a hostel room. Scene 1 means you can imagine. If I'm telling you scene 1, if I'm explaining you scene 1, when I'm reading this scene, you can imagine this scene in your mind. You can imagine this scene that there is a hostel room and you can see there two brothers. One is age 9 and the second one age 14 years. That means one brother is of 14 years and another brother is of 9 years, sitting at a study table. And where they are sitting on a study table. The elder brother Bhaiya is reading a book and the younger one Munna is drawing pictures of birds and animals. Now what these both the brothers are doing on that hostel room, sitting at the study table, the elder brother, whose name is Bhaiya, that he is reading book, and the younger one, who is 9 years old, whose name is Munna, is drawing pictures of birds and animals. Now the conversation between Bhaiya and Munna starts. Now Bhaiya says, Bhaiya, what are you doing, Munna? Munna, I am drawing. Bhaiya, when will you study? Where were you in the morning? Munna, turning pale. I was playing. Bhaiya, how can you sit with the book for hours together? Now what happens, how the scene starts is there is a hostel room, two brothers sitting in the hostel room. The elder brother Bhaiya is reading a book and the younger brother Munna is drawing pictures of birds and animals. At the moment, the Bhaiya asks Munna that, Munna, what are you doing? That Munna replies, I am drawing. Then Bhaiya says that, when will you study? When will you study if you are, this is a study time and at this time you are drawing. It is a study time, you are drawing. And then he asks Munna that, where were you in the morning? Kahan the tum? Because Munna respected his brother, his elder brother, he got afraid. Turning pale means he got afraid. He said, I was playing. What did he say? That he was playing. Now, changing the topic, he says, Bhaiya, how can you sit with a book for hours together? What does he say? That, Bhaiya, how can you sit with books hours together? Don't you get bored? What does he mean by saying this? That how can you sit with books for hours? Hours means many hours, continuously. Hours together means for many hours continuously. Bhaiya replies, that's because I want my foundation in education to be very strong. If the base is strong, then the building will stand firmly. Sometimes it takes me 2 years to do 1 year's work. Now, when Munna asks that Bhaiya, how Bhaiya can sit with books for hours, continuously for many hours, he replies that it is just because I want my foundation in education. What does he want? That the foundation. Foundation means the base, strong base of his education to be strong. That's why he studies for so long, for continuously hours. He wants that the foundation of the education should be very strong, because when the base is strong, the base is firm, the building will stand firm. Firmly means strongly. All right. So sometimes it takes me 2 years to do 1 year's work. And he says that sometimes what happens, that if I have to complete 1 year work, it takes me 2 years. Means it takes 2 years of time to complete 1 year's work. That means he repeats the class again and again, or he repeats the lessons again and again, which he has to complete in 1 year, which the course he has to complete in 1 year, he will complete in 2 years. It takes 2 years of time to complete 1 year work. Munna, Bhaiya, you are 5 years older than I am and 3 classes ahead of me. I wonder why you keep writing the same words 20 times, one sentence more than 20 times, and copy poems several times in beautiful letters. Now Munna asks Bhaiya, then Bhaiya, you are 5 years older than me. what does he say? That भैया is 5 years older, means मुन्ना से वो 5 years बड़े हैं. 5 years older than I am, मुझसे आप 5 years बड़े हो, and 3 classes ahead of me. That means you are 3 classes ahead of me. आप मेरे से 3 class आगे भी, 3 classes आगे हो. I wonder why you keep writing the same words. And what does he say is that I think why you keep on writing the same one word 20 times, one sentence several times, 20 times means so many times. And also you what does bhaiya do? He copies the poems several times in beautiful letters. Several means many times. So he asks, Munna just wanted to know that you are older, 5 years older than me, and you are 3 classes ahead of me. Then also how you can write same words 20 times, a sentence for more than 20 times, and one poem several times in beautiful letters. How you can write? Bhaiya replies, you know, studying English is no child's play. One has to work very hard in order to learn the subject. To speak or write English properly, tremendous effort is required. But the moment you get a chance, you run to the field, play marbles and fly paper kites, or sit idling away with friends for fun. Can't you sit down and study? Now, Bhaiya explains Munna when Munna asks that why you write same word, same poem, and same uh, sentences again and again several times in beautiful writing. Bhaiya explains him that you know that studying English is no child's play. बच्चों का खेल नहीं है ये English को सीखना. One has to work very hard in order to learn subject. It means that if someone wants to learn a language or any subject, he needs to work very hard for it. To speak or write English properly, tremendous effort is required. He also explains Munna, that if we want to speak English right or speak English properly, tremendous effort. Tremendous means a lot of effort is required. Means a lot of effort is needed to speak or write English properly. But the moment you get a chance, you run to the field, play marbles and fly paper kites, or sit idling away with friends for fun. Can't you sit down and study? Then Bhaiya says to him that it means that in these lines he is just scolding Munna that the moment means the time, by the time you get a chance, जैसे तुम्हें chance मिलता है, you run to the fields, you go to the fields, you play marbles. You all know what are marbles, right? Glass balls that children play, and you fly paper kites, or what you do, you just idle away with friends for fun. All right, idling means just sitting and doing nothing. Idling means sit and doing nothing, no work. Lazy, who is lazy? The person who is lazy, he is just idling away because he or she is doing nothing. So he scolds Munna that at the moment you get a chance, जैसे तुम्हें time मिलता है या जैसे तुम्हें chance मिलता है, what you do, you run to the fields, you fly kites, you play marbles, and you just sit idling away with your friends for just fun. So he says Munna that can't you sit and study? Munna, oh bhaiya, there's a big mela in the village today. Should we go? Now, what happens? Again, Munna changes the topic. Bhaiya is talking about his study, his routine of his study, but Munna is not very sincere, not very serious about his studies, and he changes the topic. Again, he changes topic. He says, oh bhaiya, there is a big mela. You all know what is mela? There is a big mela in the village, and should we go there? Bhaiya, have you ever seen me going to a fair or going to watch a cricket or hockey match? I don't go near them. I prefer to study a book. I don't mind repeating a class for more than 2 years. But you might stay in the same class all your life. Do you expect to pass if you waste your time playing all the time? You are simply wasting father's hard-earned money. Now, when Munna says to Bhaiya that should we go to the Mela? Bhaiya again scolds him that have you ever seen me? He asks him that have you ever seen me going to the fair or going to watch cricket or hockey match? क्या तुमने देखा है कभी मुझे मेले में, फेयर में? फेयर एंड मेला मीन्स द सेम. मेला इज़ अ हिंदी वर्ड, फेयर इज़ योर इंग्लिश वर्ड फॉर मेला. ऑलराइट, सो ही सेज क्या तुमने कभी देखा है मुझे फेयर में जाते हुए और गोइंग टू वॉच क्रिकेट और हॉकी मैच? आई डोंट गो नियर देम, मैं उनके पास बिल्कुल नहीं जाता हूँ, बिकॉज आई प्रिफर टू स्टडी अ बुक instead. Means instead of going to fair or watch cricket match or hockey match, I prefer to study a book. Prefer means give more importance. My choice, more choice is of studying, not of going out and play or going to the fair or watching cricket or hockey match. I don't prefer that. I don't give more importance to that. I give importance, or my choice is to study a book. Basically prefer means to make a choice. All right, when we are having more than one choices, when they are having more choices, what will you like to do first thing? All right, what will you choose to do among those? So the bhaiya, Munna's brother, elder brother, always chose to study a book rather going to a fair or watch a cricket or hockey match. All right, so he tells them that I don't go there and I don't prefer to go there. I just prefer to study a book. Now he also says that he would not mind repeating the class for more than 2 years. All right, but he says that मैं बिल्कुल भी मुझे इस बात का बिल्कुल भी दुख नहीं होगा, या बिल्कुल भी मैं नहीं माइंड करूँगा कि मुझे एक क्लास को क्या करना पड़ रहा है, रिपीट करना पड़ रहा है. अगर मैं फेल भी होता हूँ तो मुझे बिल्कुल भी माइंड नहीं होगा. बट वॉट यू विल डू इफ़ यू विल नॉट study at all? You will remain in the same class for the whole life. What he's saying, I study a lot. He means that I study a lot, I study all the time, still I have to stay in one class. All right, stay in one class for 2 years. But you are not studying at all, so you will have to stay in one class, in the same class for whole your life. So how you expect to pass if you waste all your time in playing? Because he was not serious about his studies, he used to play all the time. So he scolds him like this. Also he says that you are just simply wasting father's hard-earned money. He means that their father is working very hard to earn money and to spend it on their studies. But if you are not serious, you are just wasting his hard-earned money. Hard-earned money means because his father was working very hard to earn that money. All right, so he says that you are just simply wasting that hard-earned money. Now, what is the Munna's reaction after this? Munna starts crying on being scolded, and sobbing sound, wah wah, bah bah, hoo are heard. Now, after getting this scolding from his brother, he starts crying. Munna, bhaiya, I feel like running away and going back home. And after that, after crying, Munna says that yeah, I just feel like running away and go back home. Why? Because they were living in hostel, and in hostel the hostel life is not very easy because they have to go according to the hostel rules and regulations, and also they have to maintain their whole day themselves. They have to study hard because they are away from this home just because of studying, and if they don't study, it is of no use. So he says that bhaiya, I just feel like to running back home. Now bhaiya, now stop crying, put on a nice smile. Look, I will make a timetable for you to follow. Get up at dawn. Now when Munna is crying, Munna says that I feel like to run back home. Bhaiya says that okay, don't cry, stop crying, and now put a nice smile. Means now give a nice smile to me, and don't worry, look, I will make a timetable for you to you follow. That means because till now he was not having any timetable, he was not living a disciplined life, though he was living in the hostel. Then bhaiya says that now I will make a timetable for you and you will follow it, and then everything will be all right. Your studies will be on track. Get up at dawn. He says that get up at dawn means morning, early morning. All right. So Bhaiya says get up at dawn. Now this you can see here the timetable. This timetable is made by Bhaiya for Munna. Now what is the time schedule? 6 a.m. Wash your hands and then have a breakfast and sit down to study. Okay. 6 to 8 a.m. he will study English. 8 to 9 a.m. he will study maths. 9 to 9:30 he will study history. 3 to 30 p.m. then off to school. They had their school at 3:30 p.m. Then they went to school. 5-6 when they did after returning back 5-6 p.m. they would learn grammar. Half an hour for strolling. Strolling means just to take rest. You can just to take rest. They will take half an hour. 6:30 to 7 p.m. they will learn English composition. Then they will have dinner. 8 to 9 p.m. translation. 9 to 10 p.m. Hindi, and then 10 to 11 p.m. other subjects, and then to bed. This was the timetable made by Bhaiya for Munna. Munna, but when is the time to play? Bhaiya, play? What is the need, Munna? Now what happens when Munna sees the timetable which Bhaiya has made for him? He says that there is no time to play. So he asks Bhaiya that Bhaiya, when is the time to play in this timetable? Bhaiya says that play, what is the need of playing? What is the need of playing in the timetable? Munna, oh, I love the green fields, the gentle breeze. I want to jump up like a football. I like the touch and go and hoo-too-too sounds of the kabaddi. And the hurry and flurry of volleyball pulls me like a magnet. As soon as I am on the field, I forget everything. Now what happens when Bhaiya says that what is the need of playing, Munna? He says that Munna replies that I love green fields, all right, where he used to play. I love green fields and that gentle breeze. Breeze means wind, all right, slow wind. It says that gentle breeze, a soft breeze, I like that. I want to jump like football. All right, he says that I like to jump like football here from there. I like to touch and go and hoo-too-too sounds of kabaddi. It means that he loved to play kabaddi also, and he loved the sound. When you play kabaddi, you make sound of hoo-too-too. So he says that I love that sound. I love to play kabaddi. And the hurry and flurry of volleyballs pulls me like a magnet. And the way the volleyball, and when they played volleyball, how did the ball go from here, from there? All right, that thing pulls me like the magnet. That attracts me. Magnet means that attracts me. That thing, all these things attracts me like magnet. As soon as I am on the field, जैसे मैं फील्ड में होता I forget everything. As soon as I am on the field, I forget everything. Means he forgets that he is living in the hostel, he is missing his home, he is missing his parents, or he has to do his studies. He just forgets all these things. He just remembers that he has to play, and he just enjoys all these things which are around him. Now next is scene 2. The final exams are over and the results are out. Now this scene 2 we will take in another video. We will take this portion, the rest of the portion of this chapter, in the another video, because this chapter is very long, and so we will take the explanation of rest of the chapter in the next video. In this video I'll be explaining you the question and answers of this chapter. I have done the whole question answer of this chapter, and in the next video we will do the reference to context exercise. All right, so let me explain you the question answers of this chapter. Now first of all, you will write date, day, and the worksheet number as I have written over here. All right, and then you will start doing your worksheet. Now this is your activity worksheet. For Tuesday you get activity worksheet, so you will not submit it. Okay, but you will do your work in very neat and clean handwriting as you do always. Now then you will write the lesson name, My Elder Brother, from unit 4, by Munshi Premchand. By Munshi Premchand means He's the writer of this story, or you can say the short play. Then you will write the hard words. I have written the hard words. I am reading it aloud, and also you will repeat after me because you need to learn the correct pronunciation of the words given here. Now, first is foundation. Second, several, firmly, properly, tremendous, tremendous, required, idling, repeating, expect, sobbing, instead, breeze, kabaddi, flurry, punishment, ashamed, naughtier, scolding, punctuality, scheduled. Okay. Now next is word meanings. These word meanings are also in your book after this chapter, but I have written the words noun like this. I have written these are the kinds of words you are doing the meaning of. Alright. Foundation is a noun and it means solid base. Schedule is also a noun and here it means timetable or plan. Essay is also a noun. It means composition on any topic or subject. Idling, it is a verb. It means spending time doing nothing or lazy. Fifth is master. It's a verb in the second form, ed, and gain expertise or skill. Question answers are, what are the things Munna liked to do? What were the things Munna liked to do? What did Bhaiya tell? Munna liked to play marbles, fly kites, play volleyball and kabaddi, drawing pictures of animals and birds. Okay. Second is, what did Bhaiya do all day? What did Bhaiya do? Bhaiya read books all day. Why was Munna not happy with the timetable that Bhaiya made for him? Why was not he happy? Because Munna was not happy with the timetable that Bhaiya made for him because there was no time to play in the timetable. Yes, that's why he was upset now, because there was no time to play in the timetable, because he just loved to play. He just loved to just roam here and there in the fields and he enjoyed all that. And in the timetable that Bhaiya made, there was no time to play. Not a single minute was there. So he was not happy with the timetable. Fourth one is, how do you think that Munna felt when his brother was so strict with him? Why was Bhaiya so strict with him? Now, how do you think that Munna felt? मुन्ना को कैसा लगा होगा जब भैया उसके साथ स्ट्रिक्ट थे? Why was भैया so strict? और वो भैया क्यों थे उसके साथ strict? The answer is, Munna became very sad and began to cry when his brother was strict with him. Bhaiya was strict with him because it was his duty to take care that Munna would not waste his time. This is time, time. He wanted Munna to study hard. Now Bhaiya was very strict with him because they were living in hostel and he was elder. So he used to realize his responsibility. He thought that it is his responsibility to take care of Munna, that he does his studies properly while living in hostel. So he wanted Munna that he should not waste his time and study hard. That's why Bhaiya most of the times was strict with him, and this Munna did not feel very good and he became very sad when Bhaiya behaved very strictly with Munna. Okay. Now next is the last question here. Whose character do you like more, Munna's or Bhaiya's, and why? Now you all know that how to write the get the sketch and what you all write in get the sketch. Alright, this question is also based on character. So you have to write that whose character. It means that basically who you like the most, Bhaiya or Munna, and why did you like. You have to also give the reasons of your choice. So I have written my choice here. You can also write in your own words, and you can, if your answer is Munna, you can change the answer according to your. That means if you are writing I like Munna, you will give reasons for it, why you like Munna. Alright, so I have written the answer. I like Bhaiya's character more than Munna's because, now here if it is Bhaiya Munna, here this first line will remain the same, only the names will change. I like Bhaiyas, in the place of Bhaiyas you will write Munnas, and in the Munnas place you will write Bhaiyas. So basically I have written my choice. You can go through it, you can go with this answer, and also you can change your choice also along with the reason why you like Munna. Alright, so let's start. I like Bhaiya's character more than Munna's because Bhaiya was very sincere towards his studies and a responsible brother. Yes, is it so? Because Bhaiya was very responsible, very sincere boy. He was also a child, but he knew that he has to take care of his younger brother also. That it was a very positive point. It is a very positive point about Bhaiya. So that's why I like Bhaiya. He always kept check on his younger brother as they were living in a hostel, and he wanted his brother to study hard. And because they were living in the hostel, he always kept the check. He always noticed that what his brother is doing, where his brother is going, whether he is studying or not, because he wanted that if he has come in the hostel, he should study hard and he should not waste his time. So that's why he kept a check on his brother. He was a strict brother but loved Munna very much. Now he was a strict brother. Bhaiya was very strict brother to Munna, to his younger brother, but also he loved Munna very much. Okay, because he was very worried about his studies. He was worried about his life. Now this is your question answer. This is the end of your question answers. These all questions are taken from your book. I have taken these questions from your book, and you will do this work in your fair notebooks for today. In the next video, in the second part of this video of this chapter, we are going to take the rest of the explanation of this chapter, and also the rest of the exercises like who said to whom, that comes in your reference to context portion only. We will do that. Okay, so till the next video, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.